Hello everyone and welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for some different action here today at the RBC Center. We are having the John Sim two-line tournament here for the 2012 division, and we are ready to go here as we get into the action. It is the Atlantic Knights, the defending champions, taking on the Devils as that puck gets worked down the right side. Into the back right corner there. Picked up and worked up along the half wall. That one turned over, and you have to bear with me here. We got no name bars and new numbers here, so it might take me a little bit to get a hold, but I'm sure I will here in the next little bit as that puck gets worked down the right side, and we'll come back to the line. Sent on in and retrieved as we have the Atlantic Knights here in gray. I know that much as that puck gets worked over to the middle, and Adam Zhao takes a swing at it, and that one tried to get poked in off the right side, and it gets steered aside, and then a spin around by Zhao, tries to finish it off as well. Has the goalie a bit confused back there, but ends up coming out. Seems like we're gonna have 12-minute periods here as that one gets sent out down the right side, picked up through the zone and chased back. That'll bounce off the left side. It's a bit of an all-star team put together for this tournament. We'll get into that as we continue on, coached by Tim Cranston, who came on the High Button podcast last week. As that gets worked down the left side, trying to clear that out. It'll be in tight along the boards and then cut out down the middle, and a nice little feed pass up the left side, cutting towards the middle. Knights come down, looking for a play on the right there. It gets worked around for the wraparound that just gets knocked off the stick at the last second. Back to the line with a nice low shot there. It gets blocked. Into the back right corner. Circling back from behind here, the Christmas John Sim tournament is where we are as that gets worked down the left side. Getting pushed hard to the outside there. Try to wrap that in around, and it's stopped up. Into the back right corner there. They're gonna battle away for it. Some hard battling to start out this game along the boards here. Not too many shots here in the first few minutes or odd man rushes, but some good board battles as that gets worked in through the zone. We got a couple of Shabukto players on the team as that gets sent up the left side and circled back. Zhao now with it. Zhao tries to send a hard pass up the left side. That'll be knocked off the stick there as Bowen Cranston looks for that along the boards. Pull to the right side, and a nice pass out in front here. Chance, that one steered aside. Plucking that from behind the net and working it out to the right. That one gets in along the half wall and picked up and flicked down. Puck wrapped in behind the net there and looking for a lane. That one comes out to the middle, intercepted before it connects at the zone. Now in through center and wrapped in behind the net. Some good coverage out there so far in this game. I guess that's what we can expect from an all-star team here of the 2012 defending champs. As that one gets into the skates and worked into the back right corner, trying to play that along up the wall. It's pinched, but eventually gets by. Back in the zone here. Wrapped around the other side and picked up. Just two lines on defense and forward, so it'll be interesting to see how that affects the play out there. The kid's full of lots of energy though, so I assume they like the ice time. Most hockey players crave more ice time as that one comes into the left side and it's tipped away, and it's just off the end of the stick there as the Knights have their first good opportunity here in this game really to put one home as that one coming in down the right side. This is tournament play, remember, too, so every game does matter. Worked into the right, that one gets in on skates, and now they're flipping it out of zone. Looking for that on the right, and entering cleanly, sent in and gloved down by the Devils goaltender. And we'll get a line change here. as we are 7:21 left to go in the first. That puck dropped in there. Cranston tried to win that back, Cranston tried to win that back, but it ends up falling all the way back for the icing, so they'll try it again. Cranston wearing that two-stripe Shabukto helmet, makes it nice and easy to tell who he is out there. As we continue on. Here, that one back to the right side, winding up for a shot there. The Knights will get that one off and it'll be steered into the right corner. Trying to get that back to the line, but now up the left side. Getting by there and picked off on the back end as that one gets sent to the skates there of Zio. And now they work it out. Cranston with it down the left side. Cranston cutting in, and he'll have to shake a man off, and he gets plucked off the puck there pretty well. So the good defensive coverage to start continues. As Zhao circles back in the zone, back to Cranston. Cranston drops that pass, and then a nice pass down low to the left side. Looking for a shot there. Cranston off the bar. And another great opportunity here for the Knights is good give and go pass there, followed up by a good hard shot that hits the crossbar. And now up the middle and swept over to the left side, and now into the right once again as Cranston comes back on that one. Cranston and Zio just going back and forth out there. Some good offensive pressure here for the Knights. Not able to put one home. Down the right side. In tight on the boards there. That's backhanded out towards center. Picked up there for Jollymore. Played up now down the right side with speed. Stop up play that gets put in behind him, and now trying to work in off the left side. That'll be steered away. Back in behind the net now. Held on to, and that would get worked in behind, and that one's in the back of the net as it takes a funny bounce in front. And sticking with it, they put it in the back of the net, and a big celebration on the first goal of the tournament here for the Knights as we'll take it. And a good opportunity there. As we have our first goal of the tournament here for the defending champs. It'll be 1-0 here as it stands, and it looks like the referees were talking it over there, and we have some claps here from the side, and they're calling the goal off. As Tim Cranston now talking to the coach there on the left side. So I guess we don't have our first goal of the tournament here. As we continue on in the first, it looks like we're back to 0-0, so the Devils happy about that. It gets worked into the right side, looking for the rebound there, and they score, so they make good right away after they have their goal called off. They chase that puck in and get the rebound. So I don't know how often you'll see that in a hockey game. You have a goal called off, but there's something to be said about momentum, and we have our first official goal now here for the Knights, 1-0. And worked in now by the Devils as they have a breakaway here. Shot off the crossbar, and the first good opportunity of the game here for the Devils right after being scored on, as that one gets pinched in along the boards and will come out and into the defensive end here. Over to the left side, picked up now. Gonna try to play that up ahead and slowly stick handling into the zone there, and that one's steered aside. As the Devils continue to pressure, that worked in front as that one gets by, and it'll be coming out of the zone there on the right. Back to the line, held on to, and that one gets sent into the gut there, and we'll turn it back the other way. Still following. And circling back in the zone come the Knights here. Looking for an opportunity up the left side. That one steered off the stick there of Zhao. Cranston tries to pluck that puck. Off the end boys there. Jollymore works that over. Picked up there by Cranston as Cranston works that forward with some good hustle. Cranston having an absolutely amazing season for the Shabukdo team in the U11 AA division. Over to the left side. Pinched off the boards. Still on the left, dropped that down low to Zhao. Zhao now works in front for a nice pass, and that one comes out to the right, and a big rebound in there. Shot scores as they finish that one off. It'll be 2-0 here as Cranston and Zhao do a good job sticking with that puck. And it just gets a wide open cage there, and they're able to finish it off. That's 2-0 here in the first period. 3:29 to go. No penalties yet in this game. As we get set for puck drop. That one back in the zone, and now up the right side. Looking to step in. That one gets steered off the stick, and now we'll head back the other way. Swiped out with the hand. Heads up play there. So that comes deep into the zone on the left side, trying to steer that one out in front, but it gets caught in along the wall. As Devils maintain possession, then worked up the left side. That'll bounce off the half wall and sent in. It looks like that could have caught the glove there, the coach, but they rested up with the whistle, and we'll continue on. We've actually got no referees with the red stripe on, so it could be considered 2 linesmen, but I'm assuming they'll be calling the penalties as Devils work that out, and they're getting pressure there on the back end, and they got a full gray wall back there with 4 players there. Good job on defense to cover, and now still cutting to the middle. They're gonna have to swipe at it, and they do eventually get that, and now they'll work it back the other way. Coming in through center. Now up to the left side, looking for the backhand, and that one off the post with a good opportunity all the way from one end to the other. Looking for the lane, and that one misses. It'll be skated back for as Jollymore changes on there along with Cranston and Zhao. And some good play out there from number 19, Adam Zhao, as he helped set up that last goal. He's been making some heads-up plays here to start the game here with 2 minutes left to go in the first. 2-0 here. Knights, that one gets back to the line, held on to, looking for a shot. That one tipped off the left side. As Cranston and Zhao work that in down low. Zhao working up front, looking for the pass. That one off the stick, now worked out once again as the Devils try to bring it back. And this line finding a bit of rhythm here. Swiped on, and now in through center. That puck over to the left side now is sent down out of the zone there by Cranston. Cranston has fans on it, and it'll be, or Jollymore fans on it. Now it'll be down the right side, looking for that pass out in front. Swiped on, and they miss on the right side on their best opportunity of the game as the net comes off the moorings, and we'll have a whistle on the play with 1:21 left to go in the first. As Jollymore had that one stripped, and then they tried to play that out in front, and it was steered aside, and the second one looked like it was a big open net there on the right side, but not able to get there. And that one's won back there by the Devils. Devils circle back in the zone, but it gets knocked off the stick and chased after. Dropped down there, in behind the net. Worked over to the left side, trying to steer that ahead, and it'll be punched out of the zone there. Knights in tow, putting some pressure on. A nice behind the back pass there. And I must say, I'm impressed with the heads up plays here by these young guns out here today. You can definitely tell it's an all-star team put together on both sides, as good opportunities showing themselves as that one gets worked in. And now up the left side, maybe look for the breakaway pass. They get that up the middle, and now they'll pick it up through the zone. It'll be a one-on-one. He's going to get pushed to the right side, shot, and it just misses off the left. 28 seconds left now in the first period. Circling back in the zone. That one in behind the net. Trying to catch up to that. It'll be on the left side, onto the stick and drop back in the zone. Sent on down here with 10 seconds. Is nice try to keep that in, but it'll be along the ringette line there by the Devils, and it's swung on with 3 seconds left, 2 and 1. So that'll take us to the end of the first period here. 2-0 lead for the Knights out there, and the two-line tournament has officially begun. We'll take a 30-second break and we'll be back for the second. All right, and we're back here for the second period as puck's dropped in there and circled back in the zone now up the right side. Picked off by the Devils as they'll try to work that in, but it'll be dropped back in the zone there. Circling back in the zone and sent up to the middle. That'll be on the stick of Cranston, but it gets knocked away right after that and back in the zone. Held on to and worked out. Up the left side, that one onto the stick of Jollymore. Jollymore then hands that over to his D partner. That gets swept on, and now up the left side. Zal looking for some time and space up the left, and he'll have half lane to the net. Work that out front for the rebound, shot, score! And a great heads-up play to get to the net. And the chemistry is already forming between Zal and Cranston as that's in the back of the net, and that'll be 3-0 as he finishes it off. And a good look here and a good first start to the game for Adam Zal. I keep saying it, but creates space off the right side, or off the left side. Outweights the defenseman and then plays that puck in front, and it's no problem for Cranston as he puts that one home. Now dropped in off the right and sent back to the line. We'll try to play that one ahead. Circle back as the Devils work that over to the left side. It'll be chased after in the zone. Picked up, and now looking for the wraparound play perhaps, as that one hits the stick hard, and now cutting up the right side. Looking for a lane, shaking one man off. That'll come out in front. Rebound there on the left, and it gets swiped on and missed. Down low in the zone there as Devils continue to fight to come back in this game, and he gets tripped up there on the line, and he'll hand that puck over. Good stick handling there. Worked over to the right side, trying to chase. Be a foot race for it down the right. Puck dropped in, and now looking for that play out in front. That one off the stick, and the pass just a little too hard as it bounces off, and now the Devils will work it back the other way. Looking for the lane, that one shot high, and it'll be just missing the mesh. I thought maybe it hit it, but the play continues. Still no penalties in this game as that gets worked around. In behind the net now, up the left side. Looking for a lane out to the middle, that one on the stick there of Cranston as he'll hold. Work that over to Zhao, and he'll send in through the middle, looking for the shot. That one hits the back of the chest protector there, the defender, and it'll get worked back the other way. It'll be Jollymore chasing that into the back left corner. Jollymore catching up to it first, and he'll work that around with a nice play. He'll get pressured by two more, though, in the back right corner, and leaves that puck there for Cranston. Cranston up the right side. He's picking up speed. He'll hand that puck off. Now we got 4 Knights in there. Big shot in there. Rebound out to the middle, and it gets steered away. And now they're going to try to work it back the other way. Devils down the right side. Back in the zone and trying to wrap that around. It'll catch a skate. In, and that one falls out of the zone, and if he touches it, it's off, so he'll leave it. And now Cranston picks up on it. And he'll be cutting down the right. He'll be looking for the breakaway. Shakes a man. Cutting down the middle. Holds, shoots, scores. And he shakes his head like, what's going on? And then that'll be another one in the back of the net. And what a show we've seen here in the first 14 minutes of this game. It'll be 4-0. That one now into the right side. I'll play that up ahead. It'll be work to the middle, and the Devils still looking for their first goal of the game here. Haven't had too many opportunities. They've had a couple close, probably 2 or 3 close calls in the first. Haven't been able to get anything going here in the second as that one gets worked out of the zone and turned over. Now looking for that pass down the middle. Into the zone, dropped off there on the left side, looking for the shot, steered away as it just misses off the left side. Down low in the zone now, looking for a shot. That one worked off the left once again. Back in the zone, caught up to by the Knights, and the last man back grabs it. That one sent in with a tip, and now it'll be covered up. And we'll have another whistle on the play here. And a full line change for both sides. .7:55 to go here in the second. That back to the line there. Zhao shoots that in. It'll catch a shin pad and be worked over to the right side. That one coming back to the line, just kept in. Should have played that one up ahead. Puck in behind the net there. Devils work that up the left side into the ringette line, trying to clear that out, and it gets stopped up on the line and fought for. Down into the back right corner, a nice little touch pass there in front as Cranston gets hung up, and no call on the play, so we continue on with no penalties. Down the right side now, trying to hand that puck off, but it gets turned over. Getting pressure, but then worked back, and a turnover the other way now. In through the zone now, that puck dropped into the neutral zone and sent back in. So a little back and forth through the neutral zone here. 7 minutes to go here in the second as we approach halfway through this game. Skating back now, and that one's sent out in a hurry. It'll drop back into the back right corner, and we'll have a whistle on the play, and we'll head back to the Devil's End. Interesting little tournament we got going on here. So there is, of course, the standard minor hockey league tournaments going on around the city. Usually they're after Christmas, so not too many before the Christmas day, I suppose, this upcoming weekend. But the John Sim tournament fitting in here. We're at the BMO Center, we're at the RBC Center, and we're seeing if the Atlantic Knights can win another championship as that one gets worked into the middle and they try to chase the rebound. It gets cut off. And a whistle on the play now. And face off here on the left side. Poked in through the middle, and now Devils grab that, work that up the left side. Getting caught up to rather easily there on the back end. The interesting thing about the two line as well is the defense and the forwards often will get paired up and they'll stay with those pairs. So it's kind of like a 5-line unit. That one worked to the middle, looking for another shot, scores off the right side. And a whistle there as they have another goal in the back of the net, and that'll be 5-0 here. Will be sent here for the 5-0 goal here in the second period, about halfway through the second. That one won back by the Devils, and the Devils have been stifled here a little bit in this second period as the Knights finding their rhythm, and they've been working it out rather nicely. Up the left side, trying to play that towards the middle. Flick back the other way. Up the right side, and a nice hard pass out there that misses the winger as Cranston and Zhao out there now. And like I was saying, you kind of move as a 5-man unit, which is a little different to a regular game where you can have a new D pairing every time along with the forwards, but it's pretty set in stone here when there's just 2 lines and you can just switch them in and out. Lots of ice time out there, like I said, as that one gets kicked in behind the net. Picked up and worked off the right side, trying to play that out front. Wide open puck, and that one steered away with a nice in-tight shot. Back to the line, tries to turn that one the other way. And Jollymore had that one just fall off the end of his stick, and he'll circle back. Gets up and makes up for the play and works that up the left side to Cranston. Cranston entering the zone. He'll take a slap shot. That one will get steered away. Over to Zhao. Zhao will try to take a snap shot, and that one will get steered. Now turn back the other way, and they'll have to catch up to it. Held on to and looking for that big pass, and they find him. Cranston down the middle, another breakaway. He'll hold to the outside, shoot, that one stopped up. The puck's still loose there as he made the initial save. He was all sorts of time. He could have done whatever he wanted in front of the net there. He elects to shoot, and it gets steered aside, and then coming back the other way. Good hustle and a good hard right pass. I'm impressed with the plays these guys are making here on the ice as that one gets worked into the left side. Looking for a shot. Hits the back glass there and will be worked into the right side. Whoa, and they go down in a collision there. Worked out in front and now covered up. And I have to wonder if the fact that we don't actually have a referee in red has affected potential penalties being called, because we're more than halfway through the game now. We haven't had any penalties, and to be fair, you know, it's been a rather clean game, but you'd still expect maybe 1 or 2 to get called. That's typically how it goes, but the 2-line tournament has yet to see one. As that one dropped down and now into the right side, covered up. Right off the draw. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the second period. 5-0 Knights. Worked in to the right side. They're gonna have to try to catch up to that puck. They do, and down low in the zone. That one bounces off the stick. In behind the net now. Try to work out in front. Swiped on once again, but still in the possession of the Devils. Then it gets cut off there along the half wall. And we have a potential 3-on-1 over to the right side with a big shot, and they score top shelf. And the goalie goes down as he lays down on his back. And wide open chance there. Not much you can do when you got a shooter with that much time. It'll be 6-0. And we will continue on here. 3:31 to go in the second. Circling back in the zone now. That one handed off, and the Devils just trying to get anything going here. Any offensive chances as they work that in off the left side, and that steered away. And nice flip that back the other way. It'll be cut off there as Jollymore gets it, and he'll send that down the left side. Chased after Zhao. He's got Cranston in front, but it gets caught up in behind, and now Devils work it back up the left side. And just flip down in the zone. The dump and chase strategy. Into the end, boys. Now up the right side onto the stick. Trying to flick that puck out, and it'll fall back in the zone once again. Looking for the outlet pass up the middle, and they missed their mark, so it'll be turned back the other way. In through the offensive end come the Devils, steered off to the right side. Grabbed there, and good job keeping it in. Devils work it back towards the right now. That one bounces off the end of the stick. Worked back to the line, held on, that one through the legs, and they're going to try to get that to the middle. Held on to, shot in, steered aside. 1:58 to go in the second period here. Now brought in by Cranston. Cranston has Zhao on the other side. Zhao shoots, and a nice 2-on-1 there formed once again, as, like I said, that chemistry continues to build. Down the right side, that gets by. In the skates. Worked in behind now. The Devils trying to create, but they turn that puck over. Gets worked over to the right side. Looking for the outlet pass. That one's sent in with a hard sort of flip into the zone. Picked up in behind the net. Looking to work that puck up in front, and it gets sent over to the left side again. Going to be put in behind, and now back in the zone. All right, now turning on the Jets here up the left. Cutting through the middle. That one swung on and doesn't go. Looking for that pass there in front. That one swung on again, and that's going to be tight in along the post and then worked in behind the net here. We got 45 seconds to go in the first, or in the second. The 12-minute periods here. 6-0 the score. As they try to pinch that one by, and the Devils do. It'll be a 2-on-1 the other way. Looking for their first of the game. They worked that out to the left side, and the pass just off the mark. In just a little too tight. Now the Devils swing around once again, and that one in. Sent out of the zone. And anytime they get close there, the Knights able to just clear it out with 15 seconds. Chased after. That one into the zone, and that'll be a 2-on-1 here with 1 second. They're gonna have to shoot. That one sent in and covered up. So that'll take us to the end of the second period. 6-0 to score here. We'll have a 12-minute third here in just a few seconds. Don't go. All right, and it looks like we're back here for the third, and it'll be a 15-minute third frame. So they updated the clock there, and I got the update up here as it looks like it'll be 2 12s and a 15, which makes sense out here, and it'll, you know, that could be a big factor in a game that's maybe a little closer than the one we've seen here today. That one gets worked out the middle into center ice, and now down the left side, that puck getting in behind and circle back the other way. And we've seen a great effort here from the Knights in the first period. The scoring chances have been limited to about 3 or 4 for the Devils throughout the game. Meanwhile, the Knights have connected on more than that, so they've got to be happy with how this first game's gone so far. But that puck gets worked in through the left side. Big rebound there on the right, and it's caught up too. Cranston's got Zhao. I'll send that over to the right side instead, and now in behind the net looking for a wraparound potentially. That one sent in the zone. Now coming out of the zone, that one circled back on, picked up, in towards the middle, backhanded on, and now cutting through the zone over to the left side, held on to. Zhao trying to work that in front once again as Cranston looking for his third of the game, I believe, and that one gets sent back to the Devils the other way. And they're going to try to work it ahead, and two nice moves between the legs there. Now down the left side, caught up to him. We have a bit of a collision down there. No call, and I'm starting to think we won't see too many over the course of the next 2 days. Is that one now cutting out in front? The Devils trying to get it, swung on the right side. That one misses. Jollymore deep in the zone. In behind the net, and that puck's still loose there on the right side, and it'll be covered up by the goaltender here. So 6-0 the score here, a 13-12 to go in third. Face off here to the left side of the goaltender. The goaltender for the tournament, Landon Rogerson. So Rogerson, number 34, and there Rogerson has had a good game here so far, but hasn't faced too many grade A chances as that one gets worked out. And they swing it back the other way, now looking for that up the right side. They have that on and off the stick in a hurry. Dropped in, and that one will be scooped up by the goaltender. 9:25 Atlantic Standard Time here is the next game here for the Atlantic Knights. Will be at 3:15 the afternoon, and I believe will be on RBC Rink B. That puck dropped in there, back to the line, held on to, looking for a shot into the left side. That one catches a shin pad, dropped in low. Chased after in the zone there, nice little play there to be snapped down. Now worked out in front. Puck comes loose, now on the right side, shot, it scores! And that'll be 7-0 there. There's a little spin around shot there, finds the back of the net, and we'll get a line change. And a good start to the tournament, as good as you could have wanted for this Knights team. Like I said, just impressed by the plays they're making out there. It just seems like they always know what the next move should be and that there's no panic in their game. There hasn't been sustained pressure here yet from the Devils, where they've really had the Knights running around. As we approach 12 minutes left in the third, so we'll be back to our first two periods. An extra 3 minutes will be gone here in a second. That one catches the skate, stepping in for a hard shot that misses off the end boards. Looking for maybe a wraparound on the other side, and they get it. The goal, they wave the goal off there, as it seems like the net was knocked off. So that'll be the second goal called off here for the Knights. Keep the same players out there. Cranston on the draw. Looked over to the right side. Now up the middle. That one turned over to the defense. Held on to. Circling back in the zone there now. Drops low now up the right side. Looking for the play. Hung on to. Up the left now as Cranston works that out to the middle. Drops that back to Jollymore. Jollymore has a shot there. That misses off the right side. Circle back by Zhao as he looks for their wraparound pass. It gets worked in. Cranston played that back and now into the back left corner. Has that puck and going to be worked down low. Flicked out towards the middle. Drop back. They yell for a shot. That one gets fluttered in there. Now up the right side, picked up by the Devils. They look to break onto the scoring sheet here. Looking for a move up the right side. Rogerson with the save. Rebound. Rogerson again. Save. Big tangle up in behind the net there as the players go down. Cranston picks that up out of the zone, and now it'll be a 3-on-2 the other way. Just onside. as they shoot that in and score with an absolute snipe. Cranston, and that's in the back of the net, and what a play there. You won't see many shots like that in the league. Cutting down the left side, just onside, and just unloads one. No chance for the goaltender. That'll be 8-0 here, as the Knights now officially making a statement. Wrapped in behind the net there. Devils trying to get it out. But the Knights just working on them still. Took about 5 minutes into the first period for them to find the rhythm, but they haven't turned back. Down the right side, the defending champs, like I said, making a statement here in the first game, cutting down the right, looking to pass in the middle, and that puck's rebounded out in front and in the back of the net, and it'll be 9-0 here. And believe it or not, I've actually called a couple games like this so far this year doing the Bedford U13 AAA. I'm sure wouldn't be surprised if some of those players have seen this tournament here before. A lot of those Bedford players quite skilled for their age, as well as these young guns out here tonight, or this morning I should say. We're not even close to the night right now. But I've seen them put up a couple of 13-1 scores and such, but right now we got 9-0. And around the right side, they're going to drop that puck in below. Both lines clicking on all cylinders. 8:55 to go here in the third, as plays just rolls right along here. The lack of penalties makes the games roll pretty quick here. We're 9:30, so we've been going for about 45 minutes, but they've gotten in 2 12s, and they're going to get in a 15 here. So that's almost unheard of, as some of these Shabukto games that are broadcasted here on High Button Sports. Oh, that puck comes out to the right side. Puck's still loose, and they're going to be battling away for it. Trying to work it around, wraparound shot, and a big save there. Steered aside with the pad. But like I was saying, some of the Shabukto games, they'll see, we won't be able to even get 3 10-minute periods done in an hour, or a 50-minute ice time. So to see what they've been able to do here with this ice time just shows kind of the flow of the game and the lack of penalties, as that's worked in and now skated out of the zone there. Picked up, turned over. Zhao tried to come in on the break. Up the left side, puck's dropped in there, and they're going to flip it back the other way. Heading down. Back in the zone there, Jollymore grabs and works that around Zhao on the other side, and he fans on a shot, and that'll come out of the zone there. I think that might be his first mistake of the game there with that fan. He chases back for the turnover, but it comes over to the middle, and they still got it, and now Zhao gonna work it back the other way. Cutting in through the left side, they got lots of room. Over to Cranston. Cranston with another shot, that one high, looking for number 4. Back to the line, Jollymore grabs. Jollymore shoots that in, it gets knocked out of the glove and down low. Trying to work it out now into the offensive end. Slap shotted down the ice there. Jollymore picks it up. Looking for a pass there up the right side, and they run into each other. Sent back in the zone there. Held on to now, and they'll skate her out. Up the back end, that pass into Cranston, who hands that back off. It'll be the delayed offside, so they'll have to stop up, and now back down the left. Held on to, and now worked back the other way. So we continue right along here in this 9-0 game. 6:22 to go here in the third, as the Knights gonna be going 1-0 on the tournament. Cranston works that over to Zhao. Nice pass there, looking for a like shot off the post, as he had his spot picked, and he had the exact move he wanted, but he just couldn't get it by the post there. Down the left side now, shot, and that glove down by Rogerson. And we appreciate you tuning into High Button Sports, and I'm assuming we're going to have some new watchers here. We appreciate once again. My name is Jeff Warburton, doing the live streaming here for High Button as we go around to the different rinks and do regular season coverage. So every game, every home and away game for the Shabukto U11 AA team, along with the U18 Steel Subaru team, a couple U15 major teams, just all sorts. So proud to be here at the two-line tournament and glad to get a few games in here before Christmas, as that one works off the right side and cutting into the zone now. Devils still looking to get their first of the game here. We got 5:05 left to go in the third. That one into the skate, and they're going to work that up the left side and safely out. As impressed I've been with the offense here for the Knights, I'm just as equally impressed with the defense, who haven't let many odd man rushes at all and have been able to work that puck out cleanly all game long, as that gets steered off to the left side. Looking for a cutout in front. He's all alone down low as we get 4 new players on the ice here. As you can see the wall of gray slowly move into the offensive zone. Well, I shouldn't say slowly. They were coming on pretty fast there, but they all came in at once as 1 player stayed out, 4 changed. Worked into the back corner there. Zhao tries to get the turnover, and it looks like we'll have our first penalty of the game as a hooking call is made. So I was talking about how we haven't seen any, but it'll be the Knights to the penalty kill now as Adam Zhao with the first 2 minutes in the box. And this will give me a chance to show all you new watchers at home our fancy power play graphic. As we'll wait for a face-off here to the right of Rogerson. Pressured in along the end boards there. It'll be 5-on-4 here for 2 minutes. As Devils looking to get on the board, and in these tournaments, it's always good to get points on the board because you never know if they're going to seed by goals for or what. As the arm goes up again, and it'll be touched up, and the penalty called here, and he blew the whistle when the Devils touched it, but he's going to be bringing a Knights player into the box. So it'll be a 5-on-3 here as the clock's running here with 2:50 left to go here in the third. Had the run time going. Okay, so it'll be maybe coincidentals in there as both sides go. So the 2 guys in the box there for the Knights, 1 for the Devils, and it's kind of funny. You see there's only 2 defense and now 2 forwards on there, and that's the interesting side of these 2 lines, is they're going to keep at least 1 fresh leg out here. And yeah, I didn't think they were going to do the 5-on-3 because it was coincidental. So you got 2 spare players on the bench there on forward and D. That one shot in, and the short-handed marker there. Just sticking with that puck, and with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go, is 10-0. And I think it's safe to call this a statement game here for the Knights officially, as they come in looking to get another win here. They got those nice great jerseys out there. I mean, name bars might have been a little helpful for this guy up in the booth here, but I'm sure, like I said, by next game I will have the names down and ready to go as 1 player heads to the box there and stays in the box actually as time ticks off the clock, but it's run time, so I'm not sure how intentional that is. That gets worked over to the right side now, picked up and sent on down. Knights get there first. The power play with 1 minute, so they power play the same amount of time as the score clock, so that'll take us to the end of the game. It'll be shorthanded for the Knights, but they're working it in. The odd man rush. Into the left side now, circling back in the zone. He'll get knocked over, and it'll be the final minute of play here in the first game for the Atlantic Knights of the John Sim 2-line tournament. And they'll come away with a big victory here as that one comes in off the left side trying to get through. And worked out in front, hustled after. Back to the line there. That one sent in low and held out. 32 seconds left to go now. That one comes out of the zone and now works back the other way. Knights, and he'll go down face first. They won't call it. I don't know if that's because of the time on the clock or what. But now bringing it into the zone. Shot in, saved by Rogerson. He'll drive out and cover it. And 16 seconds to go here in this game as the run time ticks off the clock and the final 10 seconds. And it'll be a shutout here for Rogerson with 5 seconds to go. And that'll be it as the Knights come away with the victory. And a big one here at the first game of the tournament here for the 2012 division, and they're happy with that one. So the 10-0 win here, and we do 2 12s in a 15-minute period in just under an hour. Very impressive that these young guys were able to fit that in with their continuation and the hard play. And looks like we'll have a bit of an announcement here and then we'll sign off until later. Number 34, so goaltender getting it there for the Devils. He faced a lot of rubber here tonight. And a good win there as we'll be signing off. The MVP of the game, and that'll be it. So the 10-0 victory here for the Knights, and that'll be it for me here until later today. We appreciate you tuning in to Highbind Sports, and we'll see you next time.